Let's talk free agents. College free agents, that is. It's time to look at college free agents. These are college players who are unattached to NHL teams because the season is basically done in college hockey. Yes, there are still 16 teams playing for the Frozen Four. Let's go Merrimack Warriors. But most of the sides are done. So we can now turn our attention to some of these players who are unattached, that means undrafted by NHL squads, to see if we can pull them into our prospect pool. And the way that I want to look at this is I don't want to look at every single player because there's way too many. And really, when it comes to the Islanders prospect pool, there's a real clear need in terms of a specific position. And it's right-hand defense. When you look at the Islanders prospect pool, these are all the players that are signed to contracts, maybe not entry-level contracts, but in the minors. Their contracts are currently in the minors. You look at the right-handed defense, and there are three names there. Bodie Wild, as a 23-year-old, is really the only prospect we've got as a right-shot defenseman, and he's playing full-time at the ECHL and not doing that well with it. So I don't think there's anything there or anything redeemable there. Maybe we can move him somewhere else, but we've talked about Bodie Wild. It is what it is. Grant Hutton, 27-year-old, no longer a prospect. Could maybe make the jump as a seventh defenseman, but that's debatable. And then you've got Paul Ledoux, very much not a prospect and very much an AHL player, so skip. But outside of that, our drafted reserve list players, so guys that we have not yet signed, there's really just Thomas Mahu. That's a 7th-round pick from 2021 who's just going to make the next jump to the college level next year. He's playing at the USHL level this year and doing okay, but this isn't a guy who's going to put up a ton of points. Or maybe not even reach the NHL. Again, it's a 7th-round pick. Sometimes 7th-round picks are just 7th-round picks, right, Matt? So we'll see there. But clearly the picture I'm trying to paint here is that we need a right-shot defenseman. And so who are the better right-shot defensemen coming out of the college scene ready to take the next big jump towards the NHL? Well, to me, it really comes down to two names. I'm just going to flip pages here and look at my spreadsheets. Don't worry, it's not a super nerdy spreadsheet you're about to look at. It looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Let me zoom in a little bit more just to make it nice and pretty there. 200%. There we go. It's Sam Malinsky from Cornell and Jake Livingstone from Mankato, or University of Minnesota. So, and I've got Devon Toews there, and you might be saying, well, Devon Toews is clearly not up for grabs, Mitch. And you're right, but I'm trying to paint a picture here. And the picture I'm trying to paint is these numbers you're looking at is NHLE in their respective years. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, because Malinsky is a senior now. And what you're looking is that Devon Toews went 7, 10, 12. He was getting better year over year. Sam Malinsky's done well, but it looks like he's kind of stabilized, right? Like he was who he was and wasn't getting better every year along the way. Still fine. We'll look at his prospect page in a second here. Let me just put this back here. We'll look at his prospect page on Elite Prospects in a second. But the one I'm really interested in is Sam Livingstone. Now, veterans of the channel will remember that I made a video about Sam Livingstone last year when he was, talked about maybe signing with an NHL squad. And I thought the Islanders should really make a play for him. Well, he's gone an extra year, and the Islanders should definitely make a play for him. When you look at the growth rate, 8, 11, 15, he's getting better every year. Better than Devon Toews was doing. Not trying to say this guy is Devon Toews 2.0. Not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say that there might be something worthwhile there to take a shot on because he's growing year over year. So let's look at Jake Livingstone's just Elite Prospect page, get a sense of what he's done, look at the production, and then I want to get into some video work that someone else has done that I'm going to link to the videos. Anyways, first off, Elite Prospect page. Jake Livingstone, 23 years old, defenseman, 6'3", 205. So this is not an undersized guy at all. And when you look at the production, let me just zoom in a little bit, maybe get rid of a few of those ads there. 35 points in 39 games from Minnesota State University. 31 points in 44 games last year. This guy puts up points. And the thing that I really like about Jake Livingstone is his skating. His skating is excellent. And now I'm going to bring up a video that someone else has done. And the reason I'm bringing this up and not just scraping the video is because I want to give this person the credit for doing the work instead of just taking the credit for myself, because that's just not appropriate. So I'm just playing the ads here, but basically what I like about Jake Livingstone is not just the production. That's obvious. What I really like about Jake Livingstone is his ability to break up plays and his skating all around, specifically stopping plays from entering into their own zone. So here's the video here. And so the channel itself, let me just pause this real quick. The channel itself is Daniel G Scouting. So go there to get this video. I'll have the link in the comments there. But when you look at what Jake Livingstone does, as he's pointed out here, he's great at stopping these plays. Watch him stop the play here. Right? He boxes the guy out, stops the stick, and then hits the puck off the other guy's stick. Excellent stuff. Here's another one. Boxes him out, takes away any opportunity to enter the zone. Boom, broken play. Excellent stuff. That's the kind of thing that I like about Jake Livingstone. You add that on to the fact that he's 6'3", the fact that he's 205, and the fact that he puts up points, you're going, we need to get this guy today. Because again, remember, the Islanders prospect pool, specifically on the right side of defense, is not deep, right? It goes Bodie Wild, Thomas Mahu, that's it, end of list. And while the Islanders could add at the draft here, this is a guy who's ready to jump into the pros tomorrow. Why the heck not? I get that they've got right-handed defensemen right now, but you've seen the tape. You've seen already the production. There's no reason not to bring this guy in unless for some reason Lou just says, we're good, we're not going to go down that route, which I don't think he's going to do that. And so the other guy that I wanted to look at is Sam Malinsky. Now, Sam Malinsky is a little bit smaller, and there's concern with his size. So I'm going to scroll down his elite prospect page here so you get like the tombstone information, if you will. He's 24, a little bit older, right? We saw already that he played his senior year. 5'11", 190. So he's not big. He's undersized, which I don't care about, but I know that might matter to someone like Lou Lamoriello and his scouting staff. But when you look at the production, 45, 16, 23, 26. He's putting up a decent number of points, and as we saw with the NHL League, it's kind of flatlined between 10 and 13 points, but we know what we're getting out of this player. And then there's the nice little, let's take this goat thing away here. Boom, take that out of there. A C. A captain, you say? That's massive for those New York Islanders. They love bringing in those captains. So he's got production, and Sam Malinsky is a pretty good skater. I wouldn't say skating is his greatest asset, but it's not going to hold him back type of thing either. So Sam Malinsky is another interesting one, just in case we can't get Jake Livingstone. To me, the cream of the crop, if we can for our needs, is Sam Livingstone. Production, size, readiness. I think his skating is underrated. People don't credit it enough. And his smarts, specifically in breaking up plays in transition, epic. There's no reason the Islanders shouldn't bring this guy in unless someone gives him an offer to basically transition to the NHL tomorrow. And because the Islanders aren't going to give him that. But that's it for when it comes to college free agents. Not to say there aren't other ones out there. If you have your eye on someone else, put it in the comments below. But these are the guys that I think the Islanders should be the most interested in. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. And if you have, thank you, thank you, thank you.